our business. By the way, how many people had some fun doing that? Isn't that an easy thing to do? Now, do you think we've covered all the magic words? No. Or do you think maybe we only started? Yeah, we could be on skill number 11 forever. But I want to give you some that are really well tested, that have been used tens of thousands of times all over the world. So to answer some questions, as people say, so what you're telling me when you teach the super closing skill is people make the decision in the first 15 seconds or less, right? Yeah. They say, well, how do we handle that? What do we do to make this decision? I'm going to show you one close here tonight. And it's also could be used as an icebreaker because we're going to use it in the same place we use an icebreaker in the beginning. But it's going to close them before they hear what we have to offer. Now, in order to do this, there's a... Let me just give you a little demo so this makes sense. How many people here have ever seen a video on YouTube? How many seconds to do the video before you made your final decision if you want to watch it or not?
30 seconds.
All right. All right on that? How many people here made a decision to go inside a restaurant and eat many times before you've even seen the menu? How many people here have ordered off the menu sometimes before you had all the information? You know, were the vegetables organically grown? Did the chicken have a happy life before they killed it? I'm going to show you one that you'll remember. Yeah, I can't, we don't have time here tonight to learn a super closing skill, but we will take one back, all right? But we do need to close unless we want to starve. But I'll show you that people, or by a show of hands, how many people here totally got it that your prospect has made the final decision before you've mentioned the name of your company? For those who are having trouble, because we should do this and show how the mind works, and it's just really, really easy, I'll just give you one example to remember to go home. How many people here made the decision to get married before you had all the information?
Yeah, sure.
So is it true that people don't really need all the information to make a decision? Actually, they don't need none of it. When you see how the mind works, none of it is. Information, which is what engineers worship, is the most useless thing in our business. How many people are thinking what I was thinking after I found this out? You mean I've been doing these 45-minute presentations, not realizing it was all over in the first 5 seconds. So at the end of like 45 minutes, I'm saying, by the way, what was your final decision 44 and a half minutes ago? It hurts, doesn't it? So, oh, I should mention, we'll be back, or I'll be back in the spring. And we'll probably learn a super closing skill, or maybe how to do presentations, or, you know, one of the other skills. There's tons of them to do. And when I come back, I make this offer always to people, is whenever I come to the area, if you'd like me to do a workshop just for your company, like I've done for the Young Living and for the Viridian and for the Forever Living Products folks here, here's the deal. You have to find a room. You have to find a whole bunch of people, right? And you have to charge them some money at the door. And you would owe me a hotel room for the night. I used to charge food, but then they saw me eat. So, but are y'all clear on that? You'd be in charge of getting a group of 50 or so people together. And if you like to take advantage of that next time I'm here, I'll do an open to the public one like here again. And this time I don't have any time at all, but next time I'll have a few more days here in New Jersey, New York, and go to Long Island or... no, they're lost. All right, and or I don't know, wherever else, you know, Atlantic City, Bermuda. All right. If you'd like to take advantage of that before you leave, on a business card, just write the word workshop and just leave it with me. And I'll send you an email probably in February before I come over. I'll be over mid-March, we'll be visiting the U.S. between mid-March and about 1st of May. So I'll try to fit something in there. Fair enough? All right. Now, let's talk about this closing because we need to close. How many words do you think it's going to take us to mess with somebody's head? Yeah. Usually about 2 can do it if we're at a very high level. We're going to use 4 here, but these 4 are evil. How many people, well, let me ask about your prospects. Your prospects here, in the New Jersey, New York area, your prospects generally super positive, looking to join, or somewhat negative? Negative, all right? So, if they are negative, you should give yourself a high five. So let me tell you about negative people. The purpose of business, the only reason for business is to solve problems for people at a profit. That's the definition of a business entrepreneurship, to solve problems for people at a profit. And if people are negative, that means they have I mean, if everybody is positive, they live forever, their skin never got looking old, they had all the money in the world, you're out of business. So if somebody comes, you say, oh, my friends are, they're so negative, help me find some positive people, take a little ball-peen hammer, bang them in the forehead, say, stop. You don't want positive people, they don't have any problems, they're not going to spend any money with you. How many people here totally get it that we want negative people? And do you have enough of them here? No. They're called family and friends in Texas. What do you call them up here? So you want negative people, because I'll tell you about negative people that complain. Negative people that complain, whinge, whine, moan, and complain, they know they have a problem. Not only do they have a problem, they know it. Do you realize that some people don't know they have a problem? 64 and a half years old, haven't saved for my retirement yet, but I'm okay, I'll start next month. No, they have a problem, don't they? But they don't know it. And I say, well, yeah, I'm only 300 pounds, and I'm taking 14 shots of insulin every day, and yeah, I don't care, you know, I'm doing all right. No, they have a problem. People have to know they have a problem. If they don't know they have a problem, you're dead also. So if you have somebody who's complaining, guess what? They have a problem, and they know it. How awesome is that? It's your job to fix it. Now, when you go to fix their problem, you probably noticed this. I'm going to give you a strategy and a level 5 close that you can mess with people. Here's a strategy. People have problems, but they're not big enough. And so they just don't feel motivated to do something. Zig Ziglar had a motivational story about that old hound dog on the porch. Y'all heard that one? Who hasn't heard that? All right. Short version. Hound dog on the porch. Ooh. Guy walking by says to the owner, what's wrong? The owner says he's in pain. The guy says, well, why is he in pain? The owner says, because he's laying on a nail. And then the guy says, well, why is he laying on the nail? And the old man says, because it doesn't hurt bad enough yet to get up. Are we all clear? Most people don't know that story. That was the short version. My apologies to Zig. Now, the problem is when you're talking to people, they're like that hound dog. They will live in low levels of pain and misery. Low levels of pain and misery. And they don't want to change. They say, I can put up with it. And you see this, you know, they stay in jobs way too long. And they just complain about the alarm clock every morning. And they complain, you know, about the taxes. They just live in low levels of pain. And unless you have the ability and the skill to make them realize that they're living in pain and motivate them to do something about it, you've sentenced them to a lifetime of low-level misery, haven't you? And that's really not good. So I want you to consider a dentist. Is a dentist a salesman? No, not much, you know. Doesn't come in, he doesn't pull out a flip chart and say, feel motivated, jump and clap. But he sends you a postcard in the mail, and it says, time for your checkup. You look at the postcard, check, out. But get a toothache. Your face is swollen out to here. Can't see out of one eye. Sucking your meal through a straw. You pick up the phone, you call the dentist. Hey, dentist, I'm coming down. Just, you know, dentist says, I'm sorry. We're booked up for 3 weeks. What do you say? Oh, okay. No! You say, I'm coming down. I'm going to sit on the sofa. Somebody cancels. I'm going to take their appointment. Nobody cancels during lunch when you're eating your sandwich. Look inside my mouth. Is that true? Because when the pain is big enough, we are motivated to solve the problem ourselves. No closing needed. How we doing? True. So if you're going to start closing, and when we do super close, you learn all about this stuff, but what you need to do in this particular close is you have to realize that most people you talk to are not in big enough pain. They're going to stay in misery, get home just in time to watch their favorite show and fall in bed and then wake up tired the next morning, right? they're going to stay there unless you have the ability to induce more pain. So how many people here would like to be a lot more pro by inducing a lot more pain in people? Because unless you do, that's being rude. You're going to let them there, just letting it over and over and over again. Is it true? So if they have a baby that's suffering from indigestion, and you don't say anything, just let them suffer in pain, and the baby, that's not good. You want to induce the pain so they're motivated. Because if you don't do it, it sounds like this. You're at the coffee machine, and they say, the traffic is so bad coming in this morning. And you say, do you want to do something about it? They say, no. And well, they don't pay me enough. Well, how about a part-time? No. You've heard this, right? Just like that hound dog. And you know, the boss never gave me a raise. Well, you can make your own raise, but no. Is that your reality? You're talking to people that refuse to look at their level of pain, and unless you increase it, they're not going to do anything about it. So we have to learn how to induce more pain. Is everybody okay with this, or have I gone too far? All right, okay? Now my question to you is, if you could do it with 4 words under the radar, they didn't even know it happened to them, wouldn't that be a whole lot of fun? Yeah. And my other question is, are you okay with leaving here tonight never learning these 4 words?
No.
Are you okay with other people knowing these 4 words and you're not, while you want to get tiny bonus checks? Are you okay with other people being up on stage getting the big, recognition while you're sitting in the back row being embarrassed? Are you okay with taking orders from a boss who's 20 years younger than you? Are you okay with your boss laughing every time you write your tiny paycheck? Are you okay with smelling people's armpits for 45 minutes on the subway, 5 days a week? Are you okay with always being known as the fat ant? Are you okay with feeling old before your time? Are you okay with never being able to take your grandchildren to the zoo? Are you okay with dry, patchy skin that you're embarrassed to go out with? Are you okay with your children having acne where they feel embarrassed to go to school? Are you okay with paying the full electric bill yourself while your neighbors are laughing because they get discounts? Are you, I'm not bad. Don't look at me like that. Romanians are bad. When I'm in Romania, you should hear these people. I had to leave the room. They were saying things like, are you okay with never having enough money to have a girlfriend? Are you okay with being 37 years old and still living with your parents? Oh, they were cruel. All right? But how many people here get it? Are you okay with? Increases the pain where they look at their problem, they decide if they're going to do something about it or stay in misery the rest of their life. So, are you okay with being 85 years old standing here drinking out of the same coffee cups for the rest of your life? Are you okay with your brother-in-law making a lot more money than you, even though he's a dumb hick? Are you okay with, well, let's just see how miserable you can make the person next to you. So, are you ready? I mean, are you okay with not getting your convention ticket now and being left behind? Are you okay with other people winning the trip and sending you postcards? Are you okay with not going to Saturday morning training and having your relatives embarrass you? Are you okay with staying as an assistant supervisor for the rest of your life? Are you... Oh, we could be awful, couldn't we? Are y'all ready? Turn the person next to you and make them cry. Let's begin. Review a couple things. Number one, all these things work better when you use them. How many people here are going to start saying, are you okay with, to get people to focus in on their problem, say, I want to keep this problem, and some people need to keep it, right? If they can't complain, they'd be speechless. How many people here think these magic words might open up a whole lot of doors for you? And if you're intimidated, remember how I said, I'm just curious, I just found out, would it be okay if? If you're intimidated and shy, for the first week, just say, I'm just curious. And at the end of the week, you'll notice nobody gave you any rejection. You say, that's pretty good, I got this down. Next week, go out and talk to people and say, I just found out. And when they say, what'd you find out? You're going to say, well, you got to wait till next week. But you can start slow. We barely scratched the surface on magic words, but how many people here can understand why I got so excited about this? This was my ticket out of jail. I wanted to leave the job so bad that I don't know, anybody here besides me wanted to do something else other than your career? I mean, when you say, I'm just curious, does your job interfere with your week? People make an instant decision sometimes at that moment, saying, I'm done. I just hate it. What do you have? And they're excited about it. It's these words at the beginning that makes the difference. Do you still do your presentation? Yes. That's their first training session. They've already made the mental yes decision. When you watch that YouTube video, you made the decision to watch it the first 5 seconds, right? And then the rest is the presentation. You're already there. When you get, no, you go about the married thing. All right.
What was the waitress one you had? The waitress one.
Oh, to a waitress. Are y'all ready? Very quickly here. Difference of words. I leave here. I refuse to learn the skills. I'm just a positive person. And I go out into your negative world. I go across the street to the diner. The waitress comes up and says, what would you like to order? I say hamburger, French fries, baked potato, mashed potato, side salad, Caesar salad, maybe some macaroni and cheese, apple pie, chocolate cake, some ice cream, and a Diet Coke. And I leave the restaurant saying, everybody here's so negative, they don't want opportunity, they don't want to talk to me, everybody stand up, blah, 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 what a poor and miserable business. Are we on this? Not you. You, a highly trained individual from a Big L workshop. Owners of 36 and unique CDs. Just threw that in. All right, but you came in and you go to the same restaurant, you sit right next to me. And the same waitress comes up. She says the exact same words. What would you like to order? And you say, are you married to your job or are you open-minded? And she says, what? And you say, are you married to your job or are you open-minded? And she says, well, of course I'm open-minded. I don't want to be a waitress here the rest of my life. What's it all about? And you say, well, I can't talk to you now. I mean, you're at work. No, you can talk to me now. I need opportunity. What's it about? Well, it's not right. I mean, you're at your job. Well, when can you talk to me? You have a business card? You have a phone number or something? Here's my cell phone number. I'll be home in an hour and 20 minutes. You can call me. Wait, I have a break coming up in 15 minutes. I can call you out to your car. You have a CD, DVD. You leave the restaurant and you say, what a poor and miserable business. I can't even have a meal without being constantly harassed. People begging for opportunity, asking for price of steaks. They're going to beat them off with a stick. How many people here totally get the difference that 10.5 words made? You use those 10.5 words, you're up here with the life of your dream, people begging you for opportunity everywhere you go. I'm here in the pits of mankind, buying lists, posting stupid stuff on Facebook, trying to get people to talk to me. There it is. Figure it out. It's not your attitude holding you and I back. It's not our motivation. It's just that we decided to take on a brand new profession. And nobody expects us to know every skill of every profession. There it is. So, are you all going to let people know about network marketing? Yeah. Yeah. And remember the word meanwhile in there will keep you safe. All right? Are you going to start coming up with some magic words to say with phrases for your different products or parts of your benefits or your opportunity for your downline because they can't figure this out? They weren't here. You just got to get, yeah, of course. You're just going to give them little snippets. They don't know what's going on. They're not going to. But you just don't want them to be rejected. Are you going to stop by BigAlBooks.com and rip off Amazon for a book? Yeah. That's worth it. Tell your downline to do it also. They might as well learn about the 4 secret languages, right? Which is really a fun skill. If I offend anybody tonight, I want to apologize for being direct. We don't have a lot of time. How many people are okay? We just get to the point without all the stupid fluff. We're the people who want to move on, not to sit around. So we're going to take some action here. Before you leave, if you'd like me to do a workshop for your group, next time we come here in late March or April, sometime around there, leave me your business card with the name workshop on it. For those of you that are going to learn by trial and error, figure out the 25 skills, start practicing words, and get on with it because life ain't forever. If you're going to get your sponsor to do it, get the handcuffs ready. And get your sponsor. And it doesn't take that long to learn how to be pro right away. And if you're going to learn by audio, fill out that form, or I didn't have enough here, or a couple up here. Borrow a form, fill it out so we can send you a nice little tax receipt. And learn by audio. But figure it out. You'll have to learn how to fly a plane if you're going to be a pilot. And you have to learn where to poke and who gets the anesthesia first if you're going to be a doctor. And if you're going to be a networker, you got to learn how to get your ideas inside their mind. That's the first skill to start out of the 25, but we need to rock and roll. And when you get home, don't be discouraged when your downline says, no, I don't want to learn. They're just doing this a hobby. 80% of your group will, but the leaders will be doing it for money. So if you'd like to leave me your business card on the way out, I think everybody here registered and paid online, right? So nobody's here taking blood samples and, stealing email addresses from people. We'll keep it as generic as we can. And if you didn't pay online, well, I'll figure it out. All right? We're all adults. The next thing is, if you'd like to pick up a set of CDs or pick up a form, fill it out, come pick it up on the way out, and for $197, you can pick one up and start listening to CDs on the way home. But please listen to the first 5 right away, which is on the color personalities and how to manipulate and control the minds of others, fun and profit. It'll teach you about the universe, how people think, and then you won't be going home saying, how did they make that stupid decision? And I was a member of the Flathead Society for years because I couldn't figure out why people were turning off right away. How many people feel excited? This is our chance to really make it big. All right? So it's what you decide to do from here on out. You can take the path of learning the skills somehow and making some big money, or you can take the path of learning better skills in your job to make big money, but you got to be highly skilled in something if you're going to make big money, right? And again, I triple apologize for being here tonight, but a little bit late, but I'll come earlier driving next time, and I won't be subject to your airlines and airports and stupid cruise ships. All right? I appreciate everybody coming out. Remember, stop by BigLBooks.com. Mess with people tomorrow. If you'd like to pick up a set of CDs, do that.